defense as well. It's just kind of like, I like both sides.
Yeah, a lot of people are like that. A lot of people actually don't mind nowadays, you know, what side. They just get on with it, because, of course, you have to play both.
Well, I'd say Strike is probably, hands down, the most balanced map overall.
Indeed.
And I'd say Crash is probably somewhere around second or third, so this should be interesting. But again, Enzi, look at Pizazu, really aggressive in. I think he may have just flashed himself, though, which is a bit of a nightmare. And one of his team actually pushed into A already, which will be Veto. So very aggressive play from the Aces. Senzai picks up Mysid, and they're already in A. With the bomb going down any second now, it's going to be a full plant. Pizazu, a snowstorm has descended upon him, but he's still going to keep on that finger and get that bomb down. 4v3, Zono comes up, will pick up the kill onto Veto. Can he get the double here onto Pizazu? Probably not, as it's a 3 versus 1 situation. Senzai has taken down Kozjay, going to be looking for that frag onto Ono. Ono has peeked out as well, tries the flick shot onto Senzai, but doesn't land it. And of course, every second it ticks down is just additional odds stacked against Ono here. He has dealed down Pizazu as well. 18 seconds to go, but there's Prophecy on the pillar. Easy kill, 1-0 to Aces, so just looking to take away Crash right from the offset.
Indeedio. As I'm going to pick it up with one of LowLandLions. Let's pick it up with Ono with that scope, of course. It's going to be scoping down the alley as the grenade comes out from Veto. Claims the kill onto Froz. As Ono looks for a couple no-scopes, not going to land, as Myson will land a few sprays and kill Prophecy with that AK-47 of his. So Ono has made his way into this bottom corner house, scoping on that mid-area. Let's switch over, though. And who is in the midst of the action? Let's pick it up with Veto. He's on top hardware with an SMG. Everything's quite silent at the moment. It looks like a favoured B pushes. Senzai will get that headshot onto Myson. It's going to open B up as Veto does the jump. As he's got the deagle out and he's ready to get a kill, as Chibi will get a kill of his own. Pizazu goes down. Kozjay with a headshot as Veto will drop silently. And there's Chibi around the corner. Gets the first. Can he follow it up with the second? He's already got one. There's his third of the round. Brilliant play from Chibi. And reminiscence of the last map. Chibi going absolutely huge.
Indeed. He just wants to keep it going, keep chugging along here, this Chibi. And SMG is definitely kind of like a rhythm weapon, if that makes sense. The rushes and such, if you're in the mood, if you're in the moment, then you can really just absolutely cane everybody. And it seems Chubi's in one of those kind of moods right now, as Kozjay will open up though onto Veto, definitely looking to up his game from that disappointing Strike performance. And Pizazu has been scoped down from Ono, so a very confident start here from LowLandLions. Prophecy has taken a few bullets, but he refuses to die. Senzai coming down with really nice no-scope there onto Mysin just before he catches a flash in the face, but he's still stacked in a 4v2 against him. As Delroot will take down Froz instantly. Kozjay peeks round with that deagle. You will see Kozjay assume this A over and over again with that deagle in his hands. He loves just peeking with that deagle. He is known as the deagle bro. And Senzai likewise has whipped out his deagle. Has the bomb. Looking for a scope shot onto Link. He has just caught a flash to the face as Kozjay jumps down onto A bins. Senzai only just recovers from that flash, but time is ticking down. Can he manage to get into A? Yes, he has somehow got into A. So he has a glimmer of hope here. He's going to go for the full plant, not going to bother with faking. He's going to get pushed any second now. Does get the frag onto Kozjay. Chubi's going to come up the same way and does finish Senzai off. Senzai did a really remarkable job of staying in that round for that long, but unfortunately he just got overwhelmed at the end. 2-1 NZ, and I can see this going right down to the wire again.
Yep, we've seen on both maps so far, guys. If you did miss it, LowLandLions took Crossfire 13-9, I believe. The last map was Strike. Aces escaped with a 13-11 scoreline. So this is the third map. Whoever wins this wins the Sparkle Cup. And we are live on Chaos TV as Veto will get the SMG down onto Chibi. So Chibi's early on killed for LowLandLions as Kozjay and Froz will go 2 for 1. There's 2 for 2 as Prophecy will get the frag onto Froz with that AK. Senzai scouting around for a frag. Releases his deagle from his back pocket. As he's making his way towards A, his Prophecy is rushing towards A with authority, gets the 2-man, looking for the third, misses 2 bullets. Oh my god, he's run out of bullets. And he did just reload, he comes around the corner, but Veto's already got the kill onto Ono. So it's all down to Myson right now. Gets the first. Can he follow it up with the second? He's got that AK. Looking for the wallbang on Wooden. It's actually going to be a B. This could work in Myson's favour right now, as he's making his way up to top hardware. And he's going to go for this jump right now. So if he... Oh, and he's actually failed. He jumped around the corner. He gets the frag onto Prophecy. And Veto's behind him. Does Myson know it? Veto is slowly approaching Myson. Oh my god, just misses out with that AK. And Veto just coming up behind him with the SMG like a viper. And that's 2-2. Unlucky from Myson. Really could have had that.
It was really unlucky. So close yet so far. 2-2 the scoreline. And I'm going to follow Veto. Very aggressive push here, as he's going to go straight down the middle. He's camping in the alcove. 2 frags have came down. We'll pick up the frag onto COD4. Great cover work from Veto there. Needs to be careful of that burning cart, but he has managed to just scamper across. Now B is completely open for aces, and they do well to exploit this weakness at the moment. But Ono goes back onto Senzai and fails his flash. I think he flashed himself, then gets taken down from Veto, and I can almost hear the clown shoes just tapping around Crash here. That was pretty awful, Ono, to be honest. And just Froz remains now. In fact, it isn't Froz, it's Chubi. Overlay is bugged, and he is going to get the kill onto Veto, so perhaps that fail from Ono's not going to matter, but there's Pizazu with the SMG frag onto Chubi, and dearie me, Ono, you are an absolute beast of a player, but that may have been one of the worst flashes I've ever seen.
Oh god. So 3-2 is your scoreline. Aces with the run round advantage. Following on to Pizazu now with the bomb and SMG in hand. Froz is going to be adding that to his tallies. He gets the first on the Prophecy. COD4 with the SMG. Veto goes down. Pizazu gets the first. Makes his way up to mid-A, but COD4 is waiting with the SMG behind that bomb. Pizazu goes down, as it's gone down to a 2v4, Delru and Senzai, and it's Myson, Ono, Froz, and COD4. As Ono's on the top sandbags area, Delru top blue, Froz on wooden, Senzai generators area, COD4 mid-A, and Myson on B alley. So they're all pretty stationary at the moment, but obviously Aces on the attack, so they have to move. As Delru is going to opt for this B push, but Myson's there behind the barrel to the right. And if Delru goes any further, he's going to get killed, but he isn't going to retreat, look for a couple peeks. But where is that bomb? It's just in bottom A, so it's easily reachable. No LowLandLions players are aware of the bomb positioning at this very time. And Senzai will get that with no problem. And it looks like it's going to be a B rotate, but it's going to be 25 seconds on the clock. So if they're going to do this, they need to hurry the hell up, as Froz has been spotted on wooden. Does get tagged. Oh, 2 tags coming in. And Myson's there behind him. There's the double from Myson to finish off the round. And brilliant from Myson, just laying in wait on that Fiali. They had everything covered. There was no way in hell Aces were going to make it to either A or B. If there were a C on the map, maybe, but that's not going to happen.
I could only wish there were 3 bomb sites. That would add some spice, wouldn't it? Oh, grenade comes in. Oh my god, how did Pizazu and Prophecy survive that? As Chewy gets a plus 15 grenade. Doesn't seem to matter, and already the round is over. I was about to say that Pizazu and Prophecy had a grenade land between the two of them, like a meter away. Both survived, and both walk into Chewy's car bomb.
Lovely. It was like an assist. So, beautiful there from Chubi. Ace is not going to be very happy, and Pizazu is going to rush down B. And Prophecy is the man to reply with a grenade, this time a double. 1 less than Chubi's, but Froz is going to bring a kill back for his team, as Veto will go down, courtesy of that AK-47. As Pizazu has made his way into bottom hardware, looks around the corner, there is Froz. So that's the first of this round for Pizazu. And Ono and COD4 all of a sudden in a 2v4. Ono with the first. He's one to his right, one to his left. Throws the flash down onto hardware. No one is on hardware at the moment. He jumps down. There's one on B alley. Maybe would have heard that, as he has seen the scope there. Senzai misses every single deagle shot. Unlucky from Ono there. Senzai's going to come out on top, and Senzai with the double. Wow. Plays coming out from every single direction right now. 4-4.
Just goes to show how important grenades are on Crash. I think this and Backlot, grenades really do turn the tides of battle. 4-4 is the scoreline. Oh, we're going to see another monster grenade come out from Chubi. 2 grenades have gone down. Lowland Lions on the recipient end of both, as Kozjay and Froz have both been dropped. Senzai and Pizazu come in. This could be a very easy, quick round for Aces, as Chubi's the last remaining player, and there's Delru with a frag onto Chubi. 5-4 NZ, and another really quick round.
I mean, so I'm going to ask you, like, what I've noticed is Aces are doing something most teams don't do. They're focusing B near on all the time. I think they're focused A once, and it seems like them focusing B all the time is working. Do you see this as an advantage for Aces? Of course, LowLandLions might not be prepared for this.
Well, it's unorthodox, because, I mean, obviously, normally you'd have, like, an A-mid kind of split from a lot of teams, and with Aces focusing B more, I mean, the fact of the matter is they're 5-4 ahead. Obviously, it's probably going to be 5-5 after this, but it seems to be working relatively well for them at the moment.
Indeed. As we've been talking, LowLandLions just dominate Aces right there. Only Senzai was able to get a kill from the Aces side, and that's going to go to 5-5. And I cannot stress how close every single map has been right now.
Yeah, absolutely. They've all been real crackers, real tense affairs. As I'm going to follow Pizazu as he pushes down B, purely on the basis he's got a great spawn. He's going to opt to go into hardware. Look how good these smokes are. So good, in fact, that Pizazu ran into the wall. He couldn't see anything. But the coverage there was so good. They seem to have this B push on lock. And look at them exploiting this. They've got two players in Bialy as Myson will take down Prophecy in the head. Ono down from Senzai. Kozjay gets a frag. Froz with a double kill onto Veto and Senzai. And suddenly Pizazu, that hardware pusher, is the last remaining player. He's in all sorts of problems. He did catch a glimpse of a player on Crash. That will be Kozjay. 5-6 the scoreline, NZ. And perhaps the more conventional A push is in order here for Aces, because it's getting a bit obvious for LowLandLions, I think.
Yeah, maybe they just need to execute a little trap card and catch LowLandLions off guard. Senzai's going to do just that onto Ono, as Ono will get down from that scope. Myson, though, with the reply with the AK. Veto goes down, there's the SMG down. Zazu made his way into hardware once again. Let's switch over to another player. Prophecy spraying it up onto top A. I'm not sure if there's actually a player there, though, as Myson is so keen right now behind that kind of generator on B. Senzai will land his second of the round. Let's switch over to Senzai now, as Pizazu will get a frag, as Myson also. And as soon as I try and switch over to Senzai, he dies, as Myson will be the guy to finish him off. Delru to finish Myson off, though. All down to Froz. Well, it was down to Froz, as he does get dropped. There's 6-6. Once again, it was the same on Strike, and there's just no separating these teams right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same on Strike, and if memory serves me correctly, Crossfire was 7-5. So at half-time, each and every map has been a nail-biter. But obviously, roles reversed, NZ. I mean, which of these two teams do you think is going to be slightly happier with that 6-6 scoreline going into the second half here?
I honestly think they're going to be equally as happy. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Delru if he's actually going to leave. But I don't think... I think it's just going to be kind of the same. They're both going to want to win this, of course. It's the third map. No one's ahead of each other right now. It's all even, so I'd say...
yeah.
I'd say that, yeah.
That's the thing, though, guys. I mean, the previous scores do not matter. It's one map apiece, 6-6. Couldn't be closer. And Prophecy has just given Aces a slight advantage, but instantly taken back from Kozjay's grenade. Very slow push from LowLandLions again. Massive difference between these two teams' approach to attack. Aces very quick down B. LowLandLions seem to prefer the kind of methodical push down here, and it's not really working for them as they're 4-2 down as it stands. Kozjay and Myson remain. Kozjay's going to try and make something happen. Not going to happen, as Prophecy from top sandbags will silence him, and that's going to leave Myson between a hard rock. A place on hard rock, sorry. I'm just derping around. 6-7 the score. I was trying to have a quick look at where Aces were, and then I realised Myson was just going to die.
Isn't there a cafe called Hard Rock?
Hard Rock Cafe, yeah. But isn't it like a bar? I swear it's a bar, isn't it?
Something like that. Maybe we just like coffee. Or something. But I'll just shut up now. Let's get back into the game. Frost with the grenade starts off. Veto goes down. Myson and the LowLandLions force are pushing this A with authority, and there's no Aces player in A right now. As Prophecy will get the headshot, Frost with his second, Ono with his first, and Senzai will drop Ono. So it's all down to Senzai now. The bomb has gone down. 1v4 in the making. Kozjay He's going to make sure it doesn't happen. That's 7-7. And that was a beautiful push from LowLandLions there. I'm not sure what Aces were doing.
Well, me neither, to be completely honest, but it obviously didn't work. I mean, 7-7's the scoreline. Once again, it's all even. Pizzazzi very quickly is going to find his way into A, but I'm going to switch over and have a quick look from a scope perspective. I haven't really watched them so much on Crash, and they haven't really, to be completely honest, been firing as much cylinders as we saw on Crossfire and Strike. Senzai, definitely the pick of the scopes. Ono's on 8 for 9, Senzai's on 14 for 10. But right now, France has opened up the deadlock as Pizzazzi was down. Chubi's already at top A, so looking good for him as Ono will take down Prophecy there in the head. And Veto returns fire onto Kozjay. Myson has that bomb, but it seems he doesn't really want to fully commit to A site at the moment, so he's just kind of keening around that bin between blue and generators. Doesn't really want to push in, kind of having a quick peek across towards hardware. Ono has picked up that frag onto Senzai, and I assume the call was probably B is clear, guys. Having said that though, Delru is on top of sandbags, picks up the first frag onto Ono, is going to line up that grenade. Is there anyone in mid A? The answer is no, so that grenade is completely wasted, and he now has 3 players to find still, and it's not going to happen as Franz will easily take him down as he tries to jump up on Glitch. 8-7 NZ.
8-7 it is. And I really don't know who's going to win this. It's just too close to call. As if you look at LowLandLions scores, look how even that is. A bit more uneven for Aces, but still even. Everything in this is even. That is the storyline of the whole match so far, as Vato will make it uneven as Kozjay will get dropped from the SMG. Mice with the AK, Pizzazzi with a kill of his own. Froz goes down, Senzai going into the corner. As Prophecy will AK spray down. Chubi, Senzai receiving a few tags. Ono with the SMG. Senzai scoping in this mid-A. Isn't going to see anybody as Pizzazzi will drop Myson. 1v3 now. Ono is the last man standing. And he sees one behind them. 2 tins. Gets the one, but isn't able to follow it up. As Pizzazzi's going to be there. Bottom A waiting. And it's going to go to 8-8.
It's hit with that action, guys. 2 heavyweight boxers duking it out here in the middle of the ring. And really, it's a coin flip. We said it a couple of times, but honestly, 8-8, 1 map apiece. Can't really see a definitive winner here. And Senzai will open up with 2 Deagle frags there onto Kozjay and Chubi. And I think it's scoped down from Ono, but the damage has to be done there. As this is looking like a B push from LowLandLions. Pizzazzi's coming round from the back, does take down Mice. Now going to go into the link. The flash was just slightly off there, and Pizzazzi will get downed off Ono. Ono himself, though, does get shut down from Prophecy. He's on top of the glitch jump. That is going to leave Froz all by himself. Does claim the frag onto Prophecy, though. 2 more players to find and kill for him. The bomb is back towards spawn. Veto bottom A, and Delru is watching B. Definitely playing the waiting game here. Again, as I said on Strike, Aces only have to camp. They just have to defend those bombs. That is the objective of Search and Destroy on the defense side. They don't have to push Froz. They don't have to kill him. And every second Froz takes to pick this bomb up and move to a site is 1 stacked against him. 30 seconds coming up on that timer. You're going to start to hear the timer ticking down, giving Froz a sense of urgency here, as it looks like he's going to go B. But Delru can hear him pushing him right now. Froz is going to get downed off Delru. Very well played from Aces. Just sat in deep, very disciplined, keen if you want to call it that. But at the end of the day, they won the round, and that's all that matters. 9-8 NZ.
Yeah, Froz completely timed himself out there. That's something you don't want to do, but Kozjay's got a great spawn so far. And we haven't shown him much love this game, so let's show him some love this round. Unless he gets taken down early on. Kozjay's going to be the one to take one down, though, as that'll be Veto going down. Ono with the Deagle, Pizzazzi down. Previously, Pizzazzi did get a frag of his own, as Ono will come in with the 2nd Deagle of this round in a row for him. Let's see if he can follow it up with another frag. He has got the Deagle out, and there is no players from Aces right now on the A site. So Ono's going to come around the corner. There's the scope, and he didn't reload the gun properly. And as soon as he was about to scope in, the pullback was in effect from that scope, and Senzai was able to capitalise on that and get the frag. That could be absolutely crucial. So a possible 2v4 in the making. Already got one. Kozjay just escaping death. Senzai with the second from a 2v4. It's gone to a 2v2 as Senzai from the same spot picks Myson off Kozjay to make it a 1v2. As Prophecy will go down as there's someone pushing Senzai, jumps around the corner. Oh, and Froz is going to be there with the SMG. And oh my god, this is just tit for tat action all the time, all even. 9-9, Vince.
And this is by and large the way this game is played throughout from the very first map, Enzi, on Crossfire. It's been backwards and forwards throughout, and really both teams, whoever loses this match, can hold their heads high. They've both provided some really good entertainment, some great Call of Duty 4 action for us to watch and commentate on. It's been a real pleasure. But there has to be a winner, Enzi, and we're going to find out exactly who that's going to be now as LowLandLions look to take the 10-9 lead here, are a player up, and looking to push B/mid once again. Oh no, with that scope is pushing into hardware. Again, Delroot is going to be all that stands between LowLandLions and this B plant behind the tree. It's a nice position. Kozjay's in alcove. Let's have a quick look at where the other Aces players are. Pazazu has just been flashed. These lower sandbags. Delroot's going to be in the thick of the action any second now. He can hear movement. Picks up one. Picks up two onto Ono as well. Great play. Can he get the third? Very nearly picks up the third frag there. Pulls up the deagle, but Tubi's too good on that occasion. Now a 1v1. Pazazu versus Kozjay. Kozjay seen him and deagles him down from top hardware. So unfortunate from Delroot. He deserved a round win after that exquisite AK work on B at 10-9, the scoreline, Enzi. And this is really the time when you want one of your players to just explode and get those 3 and 4 mans.
But from either teams, there isn't an individual who has just kind of just stood out so far. At the moment for Aces, I'd go in the direction of saying Senzai, as he has the biggest gap with the scoreboard, but I haven't really noticed anybody to really stand out from these teams this map anyway, so exactly what you said, they just need at least one player to explode for their team, and they've won this as Myson will be bottom 8. And will get the kill onto Prophecy. Ono gonna finish the round off with that deagle, 11-9, and that's the first 2-round advantage we've seen since the start, I think. And there's the timeout.
Ooh. Well, again, Enzi, I mean, they're well within their rights to call this timeout, especially in the third deciding map at 11-9. I mean, I'm sure no one is going to knock them for this decision. They're probably hoping to call it for 2 reasons, the first of which is to try and figure out what's going wrong, and the second is to kind of squander that momentum and the flow that LowLandLions have had over the past 2 rounds. But, you know, we've talked about this before, Enzi, the timeout does kind of come to the advantage of some teams, and it's a disadvantage for others. So I'm not sure if Aces are really going to benefit too much from this timeout, or if LowLandLions are just going to carry on regardless. But either way, 11-9, and it's getting to crunch time now. Sink or swim for Aces.
Predictions, Vince. Who do you think is going to take this one away? Obviously, LowLandLions with the advantage, but Aces are a team who can bring this one back easily.
I think LowLandLions have got this. I mean, obviously they're 2 rounds ahead. They only need 2 to win. But the way that they've been playing these last 2 rounds has been very confident indeed. So, I mean, I would expect them to take this one home, but don't count Aces out. Do not count these guys out. They can pull this back, but as I said before, they need someone to get inspired here and to just go on a rampage for these next 2 rounds. Pull it back to 11-11, and if they can do that, they have every chance of winning this.
Indeed. As surprisingly, it's the LowLandLions players who are actually waiting to ready up. It was Ace's timeout. They're all ready, but LowLandLions are not. So, just waiting for them, and we should be live.
Yep, I assume LowLandLions are just kind of taking advantage of the timeout, going for a drink, a quick smoke, whatever it is that they're going to do. So, yeah, I mean, 3 minutes left on that timeout period. Of course, once that 3 minutes comes and goes, we'll be ready to go live once again. Another big thank you to everyone watching. It's been quite a long night this actually, Enzi, for one game. It seems to last forever. Very
long. And I think we've had 700 stable throughout the whole thing. So thanks guys, really appreciate it. And hopefully we can see a bigger bang at the end of this game.
Hopefully. I mean, it deserves a great ending. I think it would be a bit of an anticlimax now if LowLandLions go on to win the next 2 rounds comfortably and the match is over. The way the match has been so far, I would love to see an overtime. I think it would be such a fitting end to what's been an incredible match so far.
Yeah, indeed, so even. And, one team have to win. Imagine... Oh my god, I don't even want to imagine this, but imagine this game going into 20 overtimes. Yeah, honestly, it's gone to the position where it could do that, because it's just been so close, but I reckon one team would just get tired and be like, okay, you win, I just cannot be asked anymore.
Well, I mean, I would say, to be completely honest, if LowLandLions win this next round, they've won the game. I think that's the way it's going to go. Because for a start, they're going to be 12-9 ahead. 3 match points, 3 cup points, if you want to call it that. And secondly, after this timeout, I mean, Aces have probably done so many strats in these past 2 or 3 minutes that if LowLandLions just steam ahead and win this round, I mean, it's going to knock the sail out of the knock the wind out the sails for Aces. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Absolutely, and we're going to take it away in this round. Everyone's readied up. Let's see if Aces change anything. And I'm going to follow on to Pizazu, as he is the defender on A with that SMG. He is making his way up on to Wooden. The smoke has come out, so maybe they're going to try the pallet jump or even a mid-push towards B, as Pizazu has been spotted and is being tagged up. Isn't going to fall though, is going to regen. That's how this game works. As Tubi on the verge of death. He's not going to fall, but COD4 will make Pizazu fall. SMG. And look at Myson's positioning. Lee, just switch over to Myson right now. Guys, is this keen or is this not keen? He's on spawn behind the orange car. Really, Myson? But he is going to move eventually. And going to retrieve that bomb. Maybe his teammates like, Myson, what are you doing? Are you there? As Prophecy will get the headshot onto Ono. As Myson actually getting the frag from B. Delru coming from B, sorry. And he's going to get that frag as Myson's peeking around for a kill. And no one is revealing themselves at the moment, and the timer is ticking down. I think Myson just kind of realised that. He's like, oh, it's this long. And Myson coming out of nowhere, and just the rush on back A gets a frag. Veto gets it onto Myson, but COD4 to clean it up. And the bomb is in Frost's hands. It is going down. Senzai, on the other hand, is a 1v3 to tackle. Misses a couple deagle shots, tags the player up, and that is Tubi, but it does not look very promising right now for Senzai, as he's going to get taken down from Froz. Senzai will be the guy to drop, and that's 12-9.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for Senzai, it doesn't look good for Aces. As I said before, I really do feel LowLandLions are going to close this one out now. They've got 3 cup points, and of course Aces are going to be wondering what they can do to change things up here, but Senzai has opened up onto Tubi. Pizazu opting to go balls to the walls aggression. I thought for a second he was going to push out of A, but the smoke wasn't down, so it would have been kind of foolish to do so. He's got a nice position though. There's a player to his right in generators, one to his left. In fact, there's a multitude of players around B for LowLandLions, one of which is Ono, outside the front of it. And take over, Enzi, because some retard's calling me.
Mess is calling himself, guys. He's not really popular. He's just trying to be popular. So don't give in. But yeah, if LowLandLions win this one, they've won the whole thing. Myson, Ono, and Froz up against the whole Aces side. Myson is going to drop Senzai. Myson jumps around the corner, hoping there's one behind that tin. As he's making his way down B alley, along with his teammate behind him. He has got the bomb, and there is no Aces players sitting on the B bomb. There is one around Glitch. I think he is currently on Glitch, so he is in a good position in case this bomb starts going down. Froz and Myson proning their way to victory, going down B. Well, Froz is anyway, but they're going to have to make a move. That timer once again. They're peeking around at the exact same time. This could be disastrous. This could be a double frag for Aces, as Myson is going to try and land the frag. Ono with a frag. Myson will land the frag, so there's going to be the plant down, but there's one behind him, and this could be a double frag from Pizazu. Gets the first. There's another one. There's Froz, and the timer's run out. Delru is going to be there, and he could get taken down. Froz on the... Oh my god, Froz, with a couple of milliseconds left, gets the frag. Oh my god, Froz.